infantry moving up alongside the armor. Germans have to withdraw at this point. Now right next to the M5 Stuart is an M8 Greyhound armored car. It's a very popular product made by Ford, served primarily in a scouting role. And last in the line is a white half-track. Half-track is the transport vehicle, combat transport vehicle of the American Army, half tank, half truck. And mounted on that is a 105 howitzer. This is an improvisation that the troops came up with to give those half-tracks a little more firepower. The infantry moving up with the tanks is American straight-leg infantry, the 34th Infantry Division. Way in the rear there is an American cracker box ambulance, which we know today as the MASH ambulance. This gives you a really good view of the high silhouette of the American Sherman. Looks like the Americans have the situation well in hand. They're winkling out the German infantry. Very shortly they're going to knock out them anything. If you look to your right, the Germans have set a trap. German armor coming up behind the American armor. The armored vehicle on the far right is sort of a turretless tank called a Hetzer. Americans suddenly have to reverse their front. They're under fire from two sides. The Hetzer was designed as an anti-tank gun. Notice the low silhouette. The thing is very nearly invisible on the battlefield. Across from that is a vehicle called a Sturmgeschütz, which means assault gun. These assault guns were essentially turretless tanks. They were a little easier to build because they didn't have a complicated turret, but in order to aim the gun, you had to move the whole vehicle. That was a disadvantage. But again, very effective. Germans were very experienced in the use of armor, and they're giving these Americans fits. Americans are trapped between two fires here. This particular Hetzer was rescued from a Swiss firing range, where it served as a target. It was brought to the United States, they took the engine out and the engine ran. The Sturmgeschütz is a homemade vehicle based on another tank chassis, and it was created by reenactors. The armored cars caught fire. American armor was gasoline powered. The Germans referred to the Sherman as the Ronson, because it tended to burn very easily. And when it burned, very few of the crew ever escaped. So the M8's taking a hit, the Sherman's taking a hit. Crew needs to get out. The Hetzer and the Stug is the abbreviation for Sturmgeschütz, along with infantry is advancing. Americans are caught in a pincer. Advancing behind the Hetzer is a German armored car called the 247. This served primarily as a transport for high officers, but in this case it's been adapted as a field vehicle. The Americans are in big trouble here. And this is typical of hedgerow fighting. No one knew where anybody else was. It was very easy to get yourself ambushed, and that's what's happened. Americans are bailing out of their tanks. German infantry is moving up. They're going to start taking American surrenders pretty soon. German infantry is moving up with their armor. Note the clean lines and the low silhouette of the Hetzer and the Sturmgeschütz. Very low silhouettes, hard to see, hard to hit. German battle group is decimating this American group. Americans are beginning to surrender. Germans are consolidating the ground. So the Germans win this one. You can win a battle, but you don't win a war. Could we have a round of applause for the reenactors, please? Remember, keep your children on this side of the rope barrier. There's charges out there that may not have gone off. The brass is hot, and they can't see out of these tanks. You could very easily get run over. You may not have noticed, but during the battle, no tank moved without a walking guide in front of it. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes the battle for this afternoon. Please visit us in the village and come and visit the encampments. Any reenactor will be happy to answer any questions. Thank you for your attention.
I just want to keep her covered. I didn't know how loud it was. Why is she singing? Can they